Welcome people of the World Wide Web, it's Cypher Sigma here, and as the title would show, this is episode 5 and the final episode, so you don't have to hear me moaning about this kind of subject, is the selling of my Batman collection. So people who don't know, who've just come into the series or just found this video, basically I got to a period at the beginning of last year where I had a lot of Batman, the animated collection figures, and some other bits. And I decided that I like the figures, but they're not very poseable. I couldn't really use them. Looked online, saw that some were worth quite a bit of money and wanted to get rid of them. I am denied because I never got rid of any toys from my collection or anything like that. The plan was to kind of take some DC figures out, but add some DC figures in, which I have done over the time, but I didn't know what to do. So seeing a few people, I did some research, I went online, got a realistic value of what my figures were worth, and then I tried to see what the best way to get rid of was. Now, not to give much away, but I tried to trade them in, and that unfortunately didn't go to plan. Because I'd done the research, I kind of knew what they were worth. I was given some, I wouldn't say excuses, but some reasons why they thought they were worth what they were, which I know was bullshit. Just going to say it out there. I said when I went to this company, this place, this person, whatever, to that and what they offered me, when I looked at other stuff they had on sale and stuff, I knew it wasn't the case. I had realistic values of what it worth. I thought that more or less all the Batman animated stuff was worth about £500, give or take, with a few little bits. So I took that I would get 50% maybe. So I was looking at about £300 trade. That's not a lot. Obviously it didn't work out, and it leads us to this. So what I've been doing over the past 4, 5, 6 months is selling stuff on eBay and stuff. So with eBay, obviously I'm incurring fees, I'm incurring postage and stuff like this. And this is where we got to. So I have sold probably about 60% of what I've got. Maybe 60, 70%. I have still quite a few. I have some expensive figures that have not sold. I've gone by eBay listings. I didn't do the collect, so with Royal Mail you can load up an app and you can get some postman to pick the post package up from your house. I would definitely recommend anyone to ever do this. I do this, it is so much cheaper. I mean, I was paying almost £5 for postage for stuff. You get them to turn up at your house, you're paying like £3.29 I think it is. So okay, so anyway, so I sold a load, and I had a few updates of what I've done, and I finally decided to put this to bed. So at this time, it's very slow pickings. The odd bit gets sold here and there, and that's fine. I've still got some rough stuff, and I can use them for trades or whatever. That's fine. But in total, as of this video, the profit I have earned is £356.51. Now that is more than I wanted in trade of it, or more than I wanted in cash, I should say. It's not necessarily more I wanted in trade, because I thought I would get more in trade, but that obviously wasn't the case. I was offered a very minimal amount. Now, to put that in perspective, 350 quid, and I've sold, yeah, there might be a lot of rubbish that's left there, but actually the price that I've got for everything is £520.74. This basically I spent 165 quid on postage and fees. So if you imagine if that was a shop, that would all be internally. If someone was turning up and buying that, they're picking it then and there, and yes, it might not be as much, but this is it. I am over the 500 quid mark. I am more than happy. I've more than got what I wanted, and I still got figures that I will slowly sell over time. And I would say I'm quite a good seller. I'm quite confident in what I do. I give them realistic pictures and times of when everything's sent. I let them know when it's being sent out and everything else. And I get really good feedback from that, which helps with eBay and stuff. I know obviously you're limited to only being able to earn, I think, £1,000 now through eBay and Vinted and stuff like this, which is the case. I'm never going to sell that much. I haven't got that much stock. But it's just, this was a life lesson for me. This is the first thing. I'm happy I got rid of them because the figures have hopefully gone to better places. Obviously I still have some more, and I might put, but they may go another year and not sell, and I'll put them back on the shelf, who knows. But the thing the lesson I have learned out of this whole video is just like, if you want to get rid of something and you don't want it, you can give it to someone you want. That's fine if it goes to a good home. Sometimes it goes to people and then they just get rid of it. Or if you want to carry on the collecting, if you are a collector and want to make the most of it, have a look on eBay, go on sold listings. So look at something, then go to the filter and go to sold. Get a rough idea, get 3-4 figures that have sold recently and get an idea of that price. Then probably I think it'd take like 10-20% off with fees and everything else, and then that's kind of what you'd buy if it was from a shop realistically, because you're obviously paying petrol and stuff. And if I hadn't have done this, I would have got a fraction of what I have earned now for everything, and that shop would have made. And that's the thing. It's just like that interaction for me is still to this day leaves me a little bitter, and I don't know why they did it and stuff. And I've seen a lot of videos and a lot of people that go there that really, this is how much we'll do. But as I said, I know what they were saying wasn't true. I saw figures that they were selling that were more expensive than, loose figures that were more expensive than box figures from like Smyths Toys. And I know Smyths Toys is a big chain and stuff like this. But for me, it's like for customer satisfaction. I've been to this customer person's shop, whatever you want. I'm not going to go into specifics. I'm not going to point fingers or something like that, because it could have just been a bad. I had been to this place, whatever, this interaction multiple times and had good interactions. I understand that like shops, or if you have an online thing, there are fees and that you do have to get it. But they lost the customer in me. They lost the potential. You probably could have 600-700 quid. Maybe they could have sourced parts that I was missing or broken bits and stuff and got even more money. But then I would have returned, and next time I had some more stuff, because I've got some box stuff. I've bought loads of brand new box stuff that I'm not really going to buy, that I want to trade, that I could probably give them, and that's probably another few hundred quid they can get. There may be a time I need to sell my collection, and I would have gone to them easy enough, because I know I would have got realistic prices. But in this day and age, it's like, I feel for the people who have sold them for so little and not realise what they had. I get everyone wants a bargain, but you shouldn't be ripping people off in this day and age. Anyway, as I said, so £520 and 74p is how much I earned. Profit is £356.51 going forward. So lots of money. I say I've just recently sold one for just over 20 quid. So it's another 20 quid I can put back into the collection in some way. Hope you've enjoyed this little series. Hopefully you've learned something from this. Please do feel free, if you have questions on this, if you're interested, do let me know down below in the comment section, and I will try and help you, teach you or point you in the right direction of what I have learned. Otherwise, I would Cypher Sigma Toys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little collection. Obviously there will be a playlist down below for the 5 episodes of this. And I shall see you in the next one.